It's time for Outdoors Bound with George Noleff. Sponsored by Kubota of Lynchburg.
Outdoors Bound tonight, and a lot of you will be excited about this one. We're talking baby animals. In the past few weeks, there have been 2 high-profile baby animal rescues in our region. Our George Noleff has been checking in to see how they're doing. George, what'd you find out?
Hey, Drew, I want you to practice something.
Okay.
Everybody watching, this is going to be what we're going to be saying for the next few minutes. You ready? Say it with me now. Aww. Aww, that's right. Hey, how y'all doing, folks? Let's get started with a little bear cub that was separated from its mama 8 days ago during a wildfire in Wythe County. The baby bear is being treated by Virginia Department of Wildlife biologists and the staff at Wildlife Center of Virginia. I'm told the cub's doing just fine. The next step is to try to place it with a foster mom. The DWR actually has radio collars, that's one on your screen right now, on some female bears with cubs so they can track them. And the idea is to place the baby with one of those mama bears.
So that is what we're still working towards right now. It's not always possible this time of year. A lot of our collared females that we use as foster mothers are coming out of their den, and it gets a little bit trickier to get them to accept a cub once they've emerged from the den.
Now, if fostering is not possible, then the bear cub was going to be raised at the Wildlife Center, eventually released back into the wild when it's large enough to survive on its own. And we have an update on some baby foxes. Look at that, man. They were rescued from flooding last month. The little guys are being nursed back to health at the Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center here in Roanoke County. They have finally opened their eyes. Look at those eyes. Baby foxes are called kits, and they are cute. Now, you might notice in some of these photos that they're being fed by someone wearing a mask. That's to make sure they don't get habituated to humans and will remain wild until they're released back into the wild.
There she goes, Dwayne. Woo! Go on, big mama.
Now, speaking of releasing things back into the wild, we usually reserve Friday mornings for big old fish, but this one's so special that I got to share it with you now. That is a 9.5-pound largemouth bass that was caught by Charlie Davis out at Smith Mountain Lake this week. Dwayne Lamb from Captain's Quarters shared those photos and videos with us. So, as you saw, Charlie put that fish back for someone else to catch. Always a good idea.
So, George, you've done stories about stocking programs for trophy bass at Smith Mountain Lake. Is that one of them?
It might be. Chances are yes. You're talking about the F1 hybrid stocking program, which places bass with Florida strain genetics into the lake. Those Florida strain bass are genetically predisposed to grow big really fast. It's been going on for a few years now, and we expect to see bass weighing double digits caught this year. So, plenty of big old fish for Friday mornings and even here 6 o'clock Friday night.
I thought that's what you were going to make me say at the beginning when you made me say aw, but I was under.
Aw, but you're more of an aw guy, I think.
Yeah,
come on, come join us Friday mornings. We'll say big old fish together. It's a blast.
Far too early for me. Thank you, George.